Hey, it's just so Trish, and it is week 12, yeah, of our homeschool week. So last week I told you I was going to switch Katie. I will say, like, we didn't finish our week off because, I don't know if you've seen that crazy video where I was like, I put this stuff on my neck, and I'm like, what? Man, I cannot tell you. I mean, I was like 3 or 4 days on it. And, it was awesome. It was absolutely awesome because it just felt like I could be me, and it felt like 100 pounds of lead weight was lifted off me. So I was a little bit like, but I'm a little bit self-controlled now because I haven't had it on. And it was like, at first I put on a lot, and then I put on a little bit, and it was almost like a residual. So like I had just one application. They're walking all around me, and like they're walking on stuff they shouldn't. Anyway, it was like kind of residual sitting in there. So I was like, oh, I'm definitely in love. I'm going to try a calming and a blend and a, I'm putting an order in today. I'm like, I need more. It's been crazy awesome. Anyways, but we're not going to talk about oils because you're going to be like, Trish, you turned into a crazy oiler. And I have. I really have. I'm only like a week in, and I'm like, cures everything. No, I can't say that. It doesn't cure everything. Not allowed to say that. The government says you can't. I don't know. I'm learning that too, so I'm trying to be careful what I say. But I'm just like, man, it helps. So far, it's helped everything. I mean, but we're not talking about that. So, get the cat off the table.
I just did.
Put him outside then. Okay. So, things have changed for Katie. And I have like her stack right over here so I can show it to you. I have, what did I do? So she's doing Christian Light. I'll pull up her Christian Light that she's still doing. She is doing Bible and language arts still. So she's still here doing Bible and language arts, which is okay. So she's doing those. I pulled her off everything else. So she finished Life Pack Light Unit. She finished Light Unit 310. And from there, now she's done some Saxon before. Oh, she's so sad. She just wants to be held by you. So she did Saxon 310. And got to there, and then I went ahead. I had her retake the placement test. You can take the placement test on the Art Robinson. It has a link to it. You can click on there, and it takes you to the placement test. So she placed into 6.5. Not bad, because like 5 advanced, 6 average. So she's in 5th grade, 6.5. So kind of nice to know that where she came through at. Hold on. Baba, you're a little loud. You're a little loud. So she's doing 6.5. I know. I'm a little all over the place. Hold on. So today she's doing lesson 1. But I did have her start to get her math facts down. So I gave her a 5-minute one to do. She was almost getting to these in 5 minutes. But I really want her to be able to be quick. So I'll have these printed out and shoved in the book for her every morning until she gets through them all. So she's doing that. And then for her reading, so those 3, and then today she has reading. She'll read about 2 hours today. So she asked for a book on the topic. It's in our reading list, and I printed it, and I didn't do a great job because I didn't even print a cover. But she is going to be reading Uncle Tom's Cabin. So I've read this one. This one was written in 1852. That's her book this week. I really expect she'll probably be through this week. And so then she'll have another book. And I'll tell you what book she's reading that week. So, that's her work for today. She'll read an hour to 2 hours today. And which that's not a hard one. She's not one of the kids that I have to be like, the timer's set, you have to go read. She just, if I require an hour, she'll probably be 2 or 3. So I don't really hold her to account. My son, on the other hand, the timer. What time is it? I'm like, you asked me, I'm going to keep turning the timer. So, you know, they're definitely different kids. Bubba's doing good. One of the things that's working out really well for him, now remember, so Bubba is in 4th grade and he's on reading 206. Okay, but the thing to realize is, I'm a firm believer now, most boys don't learn to read till they're 9. And this was a great conversation I had with somebody who was telling me about how far their dad went, and yet he didn't start school till 9th grade, and he was the big kid in kindergarten class, but he just kind of, till he got it, then he went to the next class and the next class. And the reality of it is, that's not such a bad idea. I mean, especially dealing with what we went through with him. If he, you know, which is what we're doing right now, there's no, I don't know. I mean, and I'm going to be honest, mamas, when I had a 6-year-old, my 6-year-old boy was not reading, it was flipping me out. And I was like, I got to wait till he's 9. And I'm like, no. We waited, you know, we finished at 9. We finally get it. You know, could it have been easier? Would it have been easier if I would have just waited until he was 8? Oh, yeah. You know, till the end of 8 to start teaching him. Yeah, I would have made myself crazy. I might possibly do that with the next boy coming up. If he doesn't seem like he's getting it, I'm probably going to just wait. So, he's in 208. I'm going to tell you, since July, let me figure out where he was in reading in July. Reading. He's already gone through 4 books since August. 4 of these books. So, September, October. 4 books in 3 months. And at first, it was slow for him. And actually, he's getting a lot faster. Because one of the things we're doing, and I've told you this before, is the way I'm assigning his reading. The way I'm assigning his reading is, these 2 are based on the same story. So, it'd be like Monday he did lesson 1 and 2. Tuesday, do 3 and 4. Wednesday he would do quiz 1, Thursday he'd do 6 and 7, and then we don't do school on Friday, or we don't do work on Friday. We catch up on Friday. So because of that, we're flying through these in about a week, 2 weeks, easily 2 weeks. So he'll be done with this. And it's getting him to the point. So I have a feeling he's going to easily speed forward, and he's getting the requirements in the reading. So this is how we're catching up on our reading. I just thought you'd all want to know that. One of the things I do with Lottie in 2nd grade, because there's only 5 sciences, 5 social studies, it works out really well. We alternate. So in September, she did a social studies. In October, she did a science. So now we're into November, we do another social studies. But the nice part about that is, if she wants to drag her feet and not get to where she needs to be, we're not trying to do like 2 sciences or 2 social studies. The first couple weeks of October, she did both social studies and science, because she was finishing social studies up from September that she drug her feet on. This week, we're into November, and we're only, we only got today and tomorrow to work on her science, and her science is done, and yet today we're going to start her social studies. So it's kind of nice doing the alternating that way, and it's not usually planned out or shown and like, here's an idea of how to do it, but it works really well, because it's just, instead of feeling like they're getting 2 lessons in 1 book, they're getting just another subject added in. And for the most part, a lot of the science and social studies, for the most part, she knows. It's really just becoming comfortable working in the workbooks, doing the main ideas, doing the reading, that really helps out. So that's kind of what's going on there. We're still taking a pretty laid back approach with Addie and her kindergartening, because I don't really do in-depth kindergarten. I don't feel like it's necessary, and I don't think it's fair. So, but that's my 2 cents, and I'm their teacher, the principal, their guardian, their mother, and that's my choice. And it's worked out well so far, so I don't have any problems with it. Alright, so my Bible verse for this week is, I can do all things through Christ, which strengthened me. King James Version. I was like converting. I was like, strengthens. I was like, oh wait, we're King James. Strengthen me. So, made it a little pretty. But, so that's kind of our week this week. Yeah, you're going to hear crazy things about me and my oils, because I'm a crazy old person. But I will say, last week, because for the first time I was off my couch, and I'm going to do a video on that. Excuse me. We started blessing the house. Mama got up and started cleaning. It was a really nice thing, but I'm going to have to do a whole video on that because that definitely has checks and balances. Anyway, I will talk to you later. Peace out. Happy week 12. We're in November. Yeah. All right. Talk to you later. Bye.